I've got an itch I can't scratch, I'm missing a piece that completes a whole part of me, an open wound scar to see. Everybody come here, gather round, welcome to the freak show, the best in town. What the hell's wrong with me? I don't get along with anybody, honestly. I've been living in my own head constantly, thoughts jumbled round, think I need a new lobotomy. Wait, all these thoughts are too negative. I don't wanna get lost in the sedative. Gotta show them what I got, I'm competitive. You know I'm about to go off, I won't let them win, I'll take a stab. I wanna chase a bag, I wanna weigh, I can change all the things I lack. I gotta face the facts, I got a taste in that. Got me obsessed with the rest, I got an itch to scratch. I'll give up everything.
The venom in my brain, running from the past, wanna escape my pain. I just wanna be a better person, I deserve this, I just wanna break these chains. Always asking for greatness, true to myself, I never fake it. Seen too many ones that are so they get famous. And when I say the truth, most really can't take it. In spite of everything I've been through, I'ma make it. Fake friends, but on my downfall is toxic. Day one, started the outlaws for profit. Now all I do is write verses, no talking. All I do is put the work in, no option. This was everything I ever wanted, created a legacy off of me just being honest. And the fake ones hate, but it's all to no avail. They wanna see me lose, but you know I never fail.
In my veins, I've been driving this train. Years in this lane, there's no stopping this flame. Cause I came to the game and I changed it to play how I like, rearranged it to my own domain. Yeah, I got what it takes, made lots of mistakes, taking shots, skipping breaks, feeling lost, feeling great, popping off, singing straight, never stopped, never changed. All the squad here to play, and I've got something to say, yeah. I work hard each and every day, I get lost in the words I say. I don't push pause, no I push play. I won't stop till I make a change. I withdraw on the things I make. I turn flaws into flawless traits. I build tall, never capped in space. I won't stop till I hear him say, oh, oh, la, 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 la. And I'm up again. I got tired eyes, need a cup of blend. That's right, in the AM, that's my only friend. No light, just the sun coming up on the horizon. I lose track of time, yeah, I move fast and climb a new class divine, yeah, true passion shines. And I'm through passing time, I choose stacking dimes. You snooze half the time while I move passing by. I work hard each and every day, I get lost in the words I say. I don't push pause, no I push play. I won't stop till I make a change. I withdraw on the things I make. I turn flaws into flawless traits. I build tall, never capped in space. I won't stop till I hear him say, oh, oh, la, 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 la. in my veins, I've been driving this train. Years in this lane, there's no stopping this flame. Cause I came to the game and I changed it to play how I like, rearranged it to my own domain. Yeah, I got what it takes, made lots of mistakes, taking shots, skipping breaks, feeling lost, feeling great, popping off, singing straight, never stopped, never changed. All the squad here to play, and I've got something to say, yeah. I work hard each and every day, I get lost in the words I say. I don't push pause, no I push play. I won't stop till I make a change. I withdraw on the things I make. I turn flaws into flawless traits. I build tall, never capped in space. I won't stop till I hear him say, oh, oh, la, 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 la. Man, I'm up again. I got tired eyes, need a cup of blend.
Yes, good people, big up to all of you. Welcome back to Chelsea Perspective. Welcome back to another pre-game / match build-up show. It's a mush-up today. We missed a stream the other day, so that got everything to overlap. But that's why we're here. Surprisingly, I think we may have to go X full-time or Twitter full-time if that's the name you prefer. We have 71 people watching. Can you believe that only 6 of those 71 people are following the show on X, on YouTube? That is seriously concerning. But that's, by the way, we move on. I'm quite sure a lot of you have seen the lineup. It looks like we nailed it. Yep. Not really. We didn't nail it. Who is the exemption there? We'll get to that in a bit. Let's see who is missing. We missed one name there, but we'll get to that in a bit. We have who in the house. Hi to you too, Osibo. I hope you're doing well. I can't complain. Thank you so much for finding the time to join the show this particular morning. Again, hi, all you beautiful Chelsea followers. You too, keep the blue flag flying high, according to Chelsea Ultra. A must-win game to have hope of getting a European football next season. Sheke, nice to see you. They are all pretty much must-win games. All of them, no exceptions at all. We must win as many as we can. And like I said in the morning, we must be as pragmatic as possible. The aim should be to win games and no need to entertain anybody. I could care less who is entertained or not. I just want us to make it into Europe. And Glenn, big up a legend. Glenn, a legendary. Glenn, nice to see you, brother. I hope you're doing it well. I appreciate you finding the time to join the show this particular morning. And he says, big up my brother, Kachila. Big up chat. Thanks for tuning in. Like, subscribe, and let's reach greater heights. We're getting closer and closer to 20,000 subscribers. But it starts by you liking the video, because the likes do go a long way. And because we are streaming in a vertical format, all you have to do is press and hold your screen for about a second, and then the like, unlike, and comment options will pop up. Then you choose what you'd like to do. Glenn 10 is in the house. Glenn, nice to see you once again. And Chelsea Ultra, I am sat with a glass of whiskey for the nerves. It's important. I think it's going to be a nervy game. It's more, every game from now on will be more like a final to us. Hopefully the players will go into those games with the same mindset. Hi to you too, Chelsea Ultra, once more. And Glenn is in the house. Of big up, legendary Glenn. I appreciate you for all the support. Big up, Rich Amoni Meko. Nice to see you, Rich Amoni Meko. I hope you're doing well, and I appreciate you finding the time to join the show this particular morning. I hope you're doing well. Please, if you're following the show, especially those of you who are following the show for one reason, but for one reason or the other, you're not able to participate in the chat, just know that we appreciate you, and that's because you watching alone does go a long way. But we want you to do us one favor, one tiny bitty favor, which is to take a second and drop a like on the stream for us to help us garner more likes. Hello to you too, JC. Big up to everyone in the chat. I'm quite sure you've all seen the lineup. We will be mixing things a lot. And that's because the aim is to reach 100,000 subscribers by the end of the year. The aim was to reach 20,000 subscribers by the end of January. We didn't do that, but it's still hope. We're getting there closer and closer. I will find time to put in the work needed for that to happen. But that's, by the way, if you haven't seen the lineup, it is a Petrovic between the sticks. The two centre backs, Trevor Chalobah left centre back, right centre back, Thiago Silva, Gusto right back, of course, and we have Marco Correa left back. The two sixes we knew, given the absence of Enzo Fernandez, that Conor Gallagher will most definitely drop deep, and I knew he was going to start, regardless of what anybody thinks of him. At least if you should start seeing things from the manager's perspective. Even if you think Gallagher isn't good enough for the club, see things from the manager's perspective. How often he's selected him, even when you think he'd rest him, shows you that he's probably, arguably, one of the manager's most important players, whether you like it or not. Gallagher and Moses Caicedo essentially. Cole Palmer, according to what I'm looking at, will play in the number 10 position. I'm not sure. What are we missing? Oh, Nani Madueke. He's Connie Chukwuemeka is the name that I selected. I thought was going to start. He didn't start. Nani Madueke comes in place of Connie Chukwuemeka. Another bad selection there. Cole Palmer playing centrally, but we've argued about Cole Palmer playing in the number 10 role. He's not been as effective as he has been playing playing in the right wing position for us. But not a bad selection. We have a direct player on the pitch, and I did talk about that they both can actually start in the same game. That's because they differ, they're not the same. Big up to you, JC. Big up everybody saying hello to each other. Let's see what else we have here. And we have a Hector Martinez. Gallagher is a diamond in the rough. You could say that, but I just said, again, I knew he was going to start. I understand what he brings to the team. A lot of people don't. And whether you like it or not, do I think we can do better than Gallagher? So, of course, yes. But right now, if it helps, see things from the manager's perspective, he starts. It's difficult to see him drop to the bench, even when Romeo Lavia returns. But that's just my opinion anyway. Big up to all of you in the chat. I appreciate you all finding the time to join the show. That logo can only mean one thing. Big up Donald Roger. You do know Glenn understands that Roger is the only one that uses the club's crest. Not only him though, but he's the most popular of those that uses the club's crest that says DP. Let me use the Gen Z language there. Roger, without wasting much of our time, I appreciate you finding the time to join. We did talk about you in the morning, asking questions and hoping that things are okay on your end, hoping that your absence means that you're simply busy, that nothing bad has happened on your end. How are you doing, Roger? I'm
alive, sir. How are you, sir?
I can't complain. Any day above ground is a good day.
That's what they say.
Yeah. So, Roger, I'm quite sure you've seen the lineup. I think for me, the surprise there, Nani Madueke is starting over Connie Chukwuemeka and Cole Palmer starting centrally. I think you were here when we talked about when we did discuss that Palmer and Madueke can actually both start in the same game because they differ in the way they apply themselves on the pitch. But let's say you, Roger, tell us whether you're looking forward to this game and what do you make of the lineup. And if you're in the chat, the same thing. Shockingly, we have 84 people watching, but only 16 of those 84 people are following the show on YouTube. The rest are on X, but that's fine. Maybe we should go X full time. But Roger, let's hear you. Looking forward to this one, and what do you make of the lineup overall?
Yeah, I am looking forward to it. Feels like a couple of years since we last played. I'm really more concerned with our bench. It's quite thin. I mean, you've got
I haven't actually looked at it, but go ahead.
Badiashile, Carney, and that's pretty much about all. You've got Caesar.
It's seriously thin. Just 1 second. Alfie Gilchrist, Ben Chilwell, Benwell Badiashile, Carney Chukwuemeka, Kasade, David Washington. Wow. And then Keanu Dyer, I don't know him. Marcus Bettinelli. You have Tariq George, right back, I was told. Why? It's seriously thin. Go ahead, Roger.
Yeah, that's what hit me. In fact, most of the time I look at the bench is the first thing I do. And Carney's not ready to start 90 minutes, coach, or even probably 60 to 70. Let's be honest. He's only come on for, 10, 15 minutes, 5, 10 minutes, the last 2-3 games. He's just returning and, I get that. I'm actually also concerned about the fact that, I don't want Palmer to play out of position. I prefer him as the right forward, the right winger, however you want to term it.
That's
I
where
think
he's been most effective for us.
yeah, more productive. I think his passing is more crisp. I'm not saying he can't play anywhere else. I don't mean to allude to that, but I would prefer, and I get Madueke is more comfortable there, and I respect that. But I would prefer to see Palmer there, maybe Madueke on the left wing, and Mudryk in the middle. That's what I would prefer. But I'm looking at our injury list. We have 10 players that aren't available compared to their 3. So, I like the fact that Silva is playing with Chalobah. It's still, how shall I put this? Still concerns me that he's our best player defensively, I believe, this season. But then he's not our long-term plan. He's obviously because of his age. If he's 30, guess what? We're laughing, but that's not the case. So this concerns me a bit. But I prefer to see the younger players play, but I understand Disasi is ill, and Disasi is ill. He's not injured, correct?
Yeah, let me look at it again. Him,
he says he's got a knock.
Knock. It says a knock here. Then your cousin is ill.
Yeah.
No comment. He has a knock here.
Yeah, so wow. Listen, I like this. I like the actual... Listen, let's be honest. We've been asking for these kind of front 4 to play constantly, haven't we? Obviously, Nkunku would be a first choice over anyone else. I get that. But that's a really good... Not that we have any choice, really. Listen, Gallagher is playing deeper with Caicedo because of Enzo is sick, I think. And so... some may argue, why can't you put Caesar there? Maybe he's not ready to play that long. And don't forget, he's very young and this coach is under pressure. And so you're going to play more experienced players. Plus, you've got Gallagher as a captain. So, yeah, it's going to be interesting. I mean, I haven't been following Everton lately, so I don't know how well they've been playing, but I'm looking forward to it. I expect to see a better game from Petrovic also. He's had 2, shall we say, substandard games, the last 2. So this is the first time he's entering a dodgy patch, shall we call it. So I'm interested to see how he comes out of this game.
Yeah, for Everton, you could say against a perceived lesser opposition, they play expansive football, but against the big sides, it's the same pattern. Defend deep, hit them on the break, and it's been effective for them. And against us, Daesh is a very pragmatic manager. They will bombard our box with aerial balls to see, because they know we struggle to defend aerial balls. But let's see. Well, the tea lady gave it away that he was coming. So the tea lady told Glenn that Roger was coming. We need legend Roger. He's here. Anything else to address here in the Tobago? Tobago is in the house. Nice to see you, Tobago. I hope you're doing well. Tobago. Georgie is a forward player, and you can play as a striker. I don't know anything about him. What's his name again? Let me see the name. He's talking about one of the names on the bench for us. We have Dyer, Marcus Martinelli, Tariq, Georgie. Oh, not the one that is a right back. I think this one, I'm mixing things up, that Tevejo talked about. I think he said, did he say South African? I can't quite remember. But that's, by the way, people, keep dropping the likes on the stream. 13 likes. Let's see how many likes we can get by the time the show ends. Embarrassingly, 93 people watching, but only 19 on YouTube. The rest on X. Wow. We should be going X full time. Press and hold your screen for about a second. You'll see the option to like, dislike, or comment on the video. Help us garner a lot of likes by the time the show ends. The Chelsea win is important. The question is, we will win. We'll find out. Once, let's be positive, not negative, and win. I hope the mindset of the players, I don't know whether to, the mindset of the fans impacts the game in any way, I don't know. But it's always good to be positive. Positivity is good for your health. Negativity isn't. Isn't good for your mental health, in my opinion. I'm not a doctor, but I can say that's the case. Hey, Roger. Again, where are you hiding your cousin? His cousin is sick. I
Good
know
one,
you know
Jason.
that. You just want to hear Roger talk. Roger, were you saying something?
That's funny.
Yeah, indeed. Let's say big up to you too. And Maya the rapper is in the house. Big up coach and everyone. Chelsea win today. No excuses. I hope we win. I don't care. It doesn't matter. My opinion of the match, irrespective of my opinion of the manager, I want my team to do well. I don't want to hear that we didn't win this game because of injuries. I think the guys on the pitch, they're good enough to win. Hopefully, none of them gets injured. The something you should be concerned about is our bench is thin, really, really thin. Look at it by yourself and talk about it. Let's look at it again. We have how many? Alfred Gilchrist, a defender, Ben Chilwell, a defender, Benoit Badiashile, a defender. Only two attacking players in Carney Chukwemeka and David Washington. Cesare Casadei, midfielder. Keanu Dyer, I don't know. Marcus Bertinelli, a goalkeeper. Tariq George, you said also he's a striker or an attacker. So let me just use a general language there. Vic, nice to see you. Yeah, let's see what else we have. Vic, keep dropping the likes on the stream, people. The likes do go a long way. I'm tired of those excuses. Even I wasn't saying those things as excuses, but sometimes the manager, in my opinion, talks about it too much to an extent that it's easy for people to look at it and say, yeah, he's making excuses. Sometimes you need to just talk less about it. People know, those that are truthful know the situation. You don't need to explain it all the time. The CB pairing, I like it too. Experience, one pacier than the other, one no nonsense, one excellent on the ball and reads the game better. I think we've seen that pairing in the past and it worked, but the fact that they haven't played together for a while, that may well be an issue. But I want to come back to Roger to hear about his to get his thoughts, hear his thoughts on the CB pairing. I like it, given what we have. Too much sugar from who? Starling at Sweet Spot. Let's see. They don't have their top scorer for Everton. That's when you should be concerned. And the fact that we addressed a report in the morning that brought to light the fact that they haven't beaten us at home for 30 years. That's when you should get concerned. I don't know. This is not the first time we've talked about this. And every time you think with mop Stamford Bridge carpet with the opponent, usually the most we get out from that particular game, we've gotten from those sort of games were all draws. Yeah. But let's see how this ends. I hope we win. It will go a long way because we have a chance to get into top 6 if we win at least our 3 next games. Where's David Washington on the bench? I'm quite sure you've seen that yourself. Keep dropping the likes on the stream, people. The likes do go along with all the teams made mistakes, and we need to take advantage of the other team's errors, not getting their results. That's usually when we end up faltering. I hope that's not the case today. We're capable of winning this. We can win this, but the question is, will we win it? In all honesty, I don't know. How are you feeling about this line of Kachila? Do we have players on the pitch to control this game? Gosh, in terms of control, it's that if Cove Palmer drops deep. If it drops deep, he has that in him. He has that intelligence to read the game, to know when to move the ball from one particular area to the other. Or Carney Chukwemeka comes in. I think he's capable of doing that too. So that comes in, plays in the 10 role, while Cole Palmer drops deep, or Carney Chukwemeka plays maybe in a different structure. But I don't think we're able to control the game like this. I think we would try. Probably, I hope it doesn't lead to issues, us trying to force it. But I don't think the only player capable of helping us control the game, 2 players. One is a defender in Thiago Silva, but he's in the defense. And then one is further forward because usually maybe he has he'd have the independence or freedom to be wherever he deems fit on the pitch to help us control the game. Because I've seen Cole Palmer drop deep occasionally, and he was able to make the right decision because controlling the game comes down to the ability to decide on the right to do at any given moment, not just to bump forward anytime you get the ball. That's, you could argue, that has been the reason why we've lost some of the games we've lost. Let's see what else we have here. Coach George is eligible to represent Nigeria. Tariq Delani Yusuf George. Oh, I don't know his full name. Actually, I thought when I saw him on the bench, I thought he was one of the. I think Tebeho was the person that talked about the player in question. That he's South African and plays in can fulfill the right back role. Sorry for that mix up here. I don't know him. I hope to get to know him even more. Chimera, out to you too. We do have some good experience in our centre backs. You can argue. Anything else to address here? Otherwise, I'm going to move to the very bottom. Breaking news: Everton does miss some big chances than us. I'm not counting on that, really. Gallagher should have been rested to the point he's become too good to be on the pitch and stays at home for the rest of the season. Just go away. You go in that place. The last time they played together was probably on the Tuchel. Yep, and probably the position he fulfilled at the time, most likely right centre back in the back three. So that's where I'm concerned. The fact that they haven't played together for a while. Tell Roger, Everton supporters didn't want a Silva starting in Chalobah. Really? I didn't see anything like that. If Palmer works his magic and Nani keeps his recent form, we win 3-1. So you're saying definitely we're conceding. This setup has a potential to isolate Casado in front of two CBs with the rest of the team standing and chatting with Pickford. Wow. Let me look at it again. Casado and Gallagher. I think it will be our midfield will be chaotic today. But let's see. That's just my opinion anyway. We'll see when the game starts. Once again, we must rely on Palmer to save our situation. Get the ball, pass it to Palmer, according to you guys, what you guys have been saying. 2-0 Everton. Here we go. We'll find out again in an hour and a few minutes. So, Roger, let's hear you. What do you make of the centre-back pairing, and how do you think we can will do in the absence of Enzo Fernandez, because he's been orchestrator, for lack of a better language. He does that very well. How do you think we'll cope in his absence today? And the centre-back pairing. Let's hear you, Roger.
Yeah, let's be honest. Each and every time Enzo has not been on the field for us, we're a different team. He's on metronome. He's the one that distributes the ball very well. He's very much... Listen, is he a great all-around player? No, he's not. But on the ball, he's technical. His patented outside the boot, passing is excellent. He keeps the ball and passes through the lines very well. Does he have some negative? Yeah, sure. I mean, but then again, who doesn't in this team for the most part? But that his loss does concern me. I'm really happy that Chalobah is paired with the veteran over here, because let's be honest, Silva does make virtually everyone he plays with look better for the most part. It's seldom that you ever see a player that is not paired with Silva look better. It's usually always when they're playing with him that person has their best game, and there's a reason why, because he bosses the line. He reads the game well. Obviously, tremendous amount of experience. And you can only learn from that. This position, in my opinion, requires a tremendous amount of, experience, based on the fact that you're in the middle, you're the spine. You have so many responsibilities. And player of his experience, he's seen it all, done it all. So that bodes well. But as I said, short term, excellent that he's playing for us. Long term, it's not really doing us any favors, is it? I don't believe he's slowed down that much. But listen, we're going to be, I think, since 1930, we've conceded what, 7 straight multiple goals. I think that this one will break the Premier League / First Division record, I believe, for 8 consecutive. I read something like that, and it's not looking good, gentlemen. We need to shore up this defense. That's my biggest concern. Our XG is excellent for the most part, but defensively, we're quite abysmal.
Yeah, and Shondai's, what makes him an expert at helping teams to stay up is he can be pragmatic, because pragmatism is what it takes to survive a relegation in the Premier League. And I'm not saying Everton are there right now, but it's close. They're 16th, actually.
But how many points have they been deducted? There's 7, right?
I think,
or something?
The letter deducted an extra 2 points, I think so. Extra 2 points were deducted. I think it was 6 plus 2, then 8.
Was it 6? I thought it was 5. Okay, so
the first
points.
one was I think it was 10 points, and then it was reduced to 6.
That's right. That's right. Yeah. So I mean,
yeah,
listen,
and then go ahead.
They're better than their position suggests because of the points deduction. So that's a bit deceiving.
It's a bit indeed. Yeah, they're better than that. Yeah, because had it not been the point deduction, they'd be let's say 5 points more. Yeah, they'd be even more. It'd be in 14th place at least, or you never know. Unfortunately,
they'd be 14th, right? Yeah,
around that number. But that's why. Let's see what else we have here. Keep dropping the likes on the stream, people. The likes do go a long way. We've addressed this one once again. We must rely on Parma. We've addressed that one here, and we've addressed that particular. If we're going to win with a 3 of Parma's Modric and Nani, then I think Modric should play through the middle. Nani is a pure winger, and Parma is just more effective off the right, and Nani can play left. I don't know. I haven't seen Nani play left before, but maybe we should try it out. Coach, does Poch watch your streams? Think it does. Chances are he does. He's a human being. Probably sometimes I cannot help but watch these things, maybe to get to see what the fans think of him. Breaking news: Jackson and Kasade must not get any yellow cards. And Kasade, so to speak, must not get any yellow cards, or they will be suspended for 2 games. Yeah, we did address that in the morning. And update clothing says Madueke should be coming in the second half, not starting. I think Bobby did argue that he's not a starter; he's an impact player off the bench. If we're going with a 3. I think we've addressed that. Okay, Noni, we've addressed that one there. From 114 points, we've only managed to pick up 44 points. The league is gone. Not today. Nothing new that the league has. I'm not too sure how to respond to that. It's not new. Nothing shocking there. Roger, Everton play a slow game, and this will help Silva and Chalobah. I don't know the Everton too well, but one thing is certain: their manager's approach are very pragmatic. It's not into you can say playing around, or what other language am I using? It's not into. It doesn't have to be pretty. He just wants to win, and he finds a way to win whenever necessary. Bring back Felix and Ampadu. Yeah, good luck. I would like to see it try the Parma 2. Okay, is it say too quiet when played in the middle? Maybe it's just a matter of perception anyway. I'm not too sure, but I can say off the bat that he's more effective when deployed on the flanks and not centrally. But that's my opinion anyway. Jude, let's hear you. What do you make of the lineup, and are you looking forward to this game? Jude, are you there? Looks like he's doing the Bobby right there. All right, go ahead.
Good afternoon. How you doing? Hi everyone.
Big up to you.
Greetings everyone. Yeah. Greetings to everyone on the panel. Yeah. Yeah. I'm optimistic about the fact that we should be able to get 3 points in this game. I expect our players to give their all. Yeah, the lineup is pretty okay, and considering what we have at our disposal. So I am hopeful because I'll be very disappointed if they don't, because we are very lucky that everybody have played their game, and we've seen most of the teams in our front not been able to utilize their opportunity. So the ball is in our court now to right the wrong of last 2 weeks. So I think I just want to trust them that they would put in their very best, and I'm expecting that we'll get a 3 points. Yeah, I'm not saying it's going to come easy, but whichever way it comes, yeah, we
But at
should get
least
a
you,
3
you
points.
sound confident.
Yeah.
Not a bad lineup given what we have, but I'd rather either a Cole Palmer or Nani Madueke play deeper. But chances are it works. I think we've seen Gallagher play in a deeper role before, and he did well in one of them. The others I can still remember some of them that people complained how bad he was on the day. Big up to you, to Golam Mustafa. I hope you're doing well. And he says, big up, coach, and everyone in the chat. Always nice to see you. Felix would have been a great player for us. That's not nobody knows. But I knew before time, and I was telling people I don't think would sign him. He was just too expensive, no matter how good he was and how unlucky he was at the time at Chelsea. More importantly, for me, the asking price at the time was just too much. Roger, any changes that you expect to see?
Yeah, I do. Hopefully not because of injury. Hopefully because of game management. I expect to see Carney play for 10 to 15 minutes. Hopefully Caesar also 10 to 15, but I wouldn't count on it. Chilwell may come on for a bit, so will Alfie. When's our next game, by the way? Do you know? I haven't looked it up.
I think it's pretty tight in 5 days at most, but let me check.
Yeah, I think don't we have is it the semi-final of the FA Cup?
Let me see Chelsea's schedule. Just give me 1 second. I think the next game is Man City.
Yeah, that's the semi, right? And that's the 20th. So what's the date today? So 5 days time.
Yeah,
in
5
Wembley.
days. Yeah.
So yeah, it's not too
and after
bad.
that, after 20th, on the 20th, 3 days later, we'll play Arsenal. It's going to be tight.
Yeah, at least the travel isn't that bad. Wembley's just around the corner from West London. You know, I can actually see the Wembley stadium from my flat, just barely. So it's not far at all.
Yeah, but I'm seeing it from the perspective of because the load.
Yeah, listen,
players.
we haven't played in 8 days, and so that means, you know, you're looking at 13 days. We're going to play one game. So
go ahead, Roger. I'm coming. 1 second. Go ahead, Roger. I'm coming.
Yes. So, you know, listen, since we haven't played in 8 days and we've got a 5-day gap, I don't see the overload so much. So I don't foresee too many substitutes. I mean, listen, look at our bench. It's not very deep anyway. So perhaps Badiashile will spell, you know, 10, 15 minutes for Silva, perhaps, or for Chalobah, depending what the scoreline is. Hopefully we can, shall we say, have a reasonable lead of +2 goals and afford us people like Caesar to come on and play for more than 15, 20 minutes, etc. But one doesn't know with this team. We can't put string 2 halves together consecutively, let alone multiple games. So I don't know. What do you think, Jude? What's your impersonation on the substitutes? It's not much of a choice.
Yeah, not much of a choice, and all Chukwuemeka and Washington. So Chukwuemeka is the only one you can really count on in the front line in terms of experience. Then Kasade, I hope he's in a good form. He too, somehow one can bank on him too, based on his experience from Leicester City. But his last game for us, he played a very very little bit of time. But then I don't want to judge him by that. Then Alfie Gilchrist, he's always had that confidence. So those are the only 3 guys I think might likely be able to come on.
Yeah, I think Ben Chilwell could come on for 10, 15 minutes also.
Oh, okay. Well, okay, yeah, okay. For him to have been on the bench, yeah, of course, you're right. I'm sorry, I skipped his name. Yeah,
yeah, because we're allowed 5 subs now, so we're a little bit lucky. I think if it
Okay.
was down to 3 subs, I don't think he comes on.
Then we still have Badia Shield there too. Well, hopefully he comes on and done. And if he has to come on, though, if he has to, but we only need him if we need to defend. And
Right.
but I hope we don't get to that point where we're getting to the point where we need to defend. That's if we are doing well up front and we felt we scored enough goals and we don't want to concede more. But I think the substitution is not so bad. Not much option for players up front, but it's not so bad for at least for the level of game we are going for. And I agree with you that we've not been active for a couple of days, so I don't see any fatigue building up to Man City game. It doesn't make. What if we're playing Champions League? What excuse would we have given to that?
Yeah. Let me catch up on what we have in the chat here. We'll be rounding off in a bit. The game, again, we're starting work in my house, which was why I was a bit reluctant to do this today. Big up to you to Chelsea Ultra. Good evening, Coachella, Roger, Jude, and everyone in the comment section. Nice to see you. DJ, I hope you're doing well. Shanks, a big reason why it would be so bad is players like Gallagher and Pochettino, Pochettino plays for Chelsea too. Okay. With him literally every match, it's ridiculous and hard-headed behavior. Okay, I think I understand what you're trying to say there. On my way, guys. Okay. Hello to you too, Kim. So I heard Badia Shile, he's on the bench. Remember, people, hit the like button and also do subscribe to the channel if you haven't. Wenger out. Wenger coaching what club? I'm not sure. Out of subject, UFC 300 was I didn't watch it. Big up Roger wanted to get his thoughts on Palmer playing the 10. Do you think we are maximizing his skills in that role? Wouldn't it be better playing Carney there? Look, Roger, I'll come back so that you can answer that question.
Sure.
Just give me a few seconds here. Blaming the players again. Anthony with an edge. Where's coach? I had to go take care of something. I was reluctant to do this because the insurance company have come around and the water damages are being fixed right now. We got no leader in the team that know how to lead and inspire. I think lack of leadership is an issue. Lack of character. There are other languages that you can use to qualify things we lack in the team. Hopefully, the owners will address that in the summer. Roger, Everton are 5th. And the rest of the things you say there. Kim So is in the house. I'll say hello to him. Let me bring Roger to that question. Roger, here you go. The question for you there. You want me to read it or can you see it?
Yeah, I'll say it briefly because I want to greet Bobby. But yeah, no, I don't think it maximizes his skill set. I prefer him on the right because that allows him to come deeper, even more centrally. And he can boss the game from there. And obviously, when he's playing at the right, you know what his skill set does. You know what he's provided us. So, listen, you can play Noni on the left. I've seen him do that for England youth, and he's an excellent crosser with his left foot. But we'll see.
Yep, nice team, and that's Brianni Yahari. I'm quite sure Chimera. Let's see. We've got a big opportunity with teams dropping points above us. Poch has a window to beat expectations. I honestly do agree. We have games at hand. Let's see. West Ham, they have 33 points in total, and they are in 8th place, and we are 9th place with 3 games in hand. Yep, even Manchester United, we can, if we get 9 points, we will. Okay, we'll still be one behind them. No, I think we have a chance. Let me just leave it at that. Let me not mix up the calculations there. But thank you so much for reminding us. It's a huge opportunity for us to leapfrog a lot of teams there. Bobby will still be 9th. Let's see what happens. We are against the season's giants like Manchester United and Newcastle United. We are standing toe-to-toe, all while grappling with a slew of injuries and a revamped squad Poch in. Okay, I like I like to watch you flip-flop. It's interesting. Things I hate seeing on the pitch is a one-dimensional side-to-side play, and Silva dictating pace. A defender should never boss the play. It's so anti-progress. Unfortunately, he has to. And if we cannot control this game, if all we do is just try to attack, we're losing. We have to play with balance. So I'm gonna bring in Bobby and Rocha. You take it over. You guys can leave if you don't see me. Don't wait for me. I'll be following the show and know when to shut it down. Let me show these guys where to start.
Hola, Bobby.
Hola, Roger. Hi, guys. Hi. I can't quite see the team. I'm just coming in. But something tells me that he has ignored the need for physicality, which is blatant against Everton. He's put a 40-year-old aged defender that slows down the play, and he's expecting to get anything out of the game. Look, we have 3 games in hand, but it means nothing if you drop points.
Yeah.
I don't understand this. Well, maybe players aren't fit. We did our team list in the morning. I did it with you, coach. I felt if Carney's fit, he starts. Because he's got the range to deal with a game like this. But
It
Pochettino,
doesn't look like he's fit, Bobby.
yeah, probably not. With our
Yeah.
already got 12 out injured, add in him. He's a sort of semi-fit player. It's a terrible season for injuries. It really is.
It's a joke, Bobby.
Yeah.
Yeah, if it wasn't for the fact I'm laughing, I'd be crying. Listen, I get what you're saying about Silva. I don't quite see it to that extent, but I understand where you're coming from. If you look at the bench, Bobby, it's really thin. I mean, it's wafer thin. You've got Chilwell, Badiashile, Carney, and Caesar is the only players that one could say are Premier League proven. And okay, Alfie Gilchrist to a certain extent. I mean, it's not really inspiring chills down the spine, if you know what I mean. You're right. I mean, this team is decimated right now. I just hope. I'm pretty sure this won't happen, but I wish Palmer to play on the right. But I have a feeling he's going to play more centrally. What do you think?
Sorry, I didn't catch the last bit of that. Got a lot.
Yeah, it looks like Palmer's probably going to be playing centrally as opposed to on the right wing. I prefer,
which doesn't give us. It doesn't optimize him, does it?
in my opinion, no. Yeah. But by the way, just to not to ruffle your feathers, but what is it now? 46 minutes in, watching Sky in the background, for the pre-game show. They haven't really gone into detail about Chelsea at all yet. They've mentioned the Liverpool game, the Arsenal game, the Everton side, but they haven't talked about Chelsea at all.
Well, we know
Maybe
what
they
they're
got no
about,
idea.
don't we? And they charge us money for it. In fact, thank you for reminding me. I need to look up some broadcasting ombudsman. I think it's time I made a complaint.
Yeah, so they're talking about Chelsea right now for the first time, Bobby. 46 minutes in.
And it'll be, they spent £1 billion. I mean, you're paying me. I mean, you're charging me money for your bias.
Yeah.
I know television, that's what it is anyway. The whole blooming thing is all rigged and politicized, but sports was our sanctuary. Now they've turned it into either you've got to listen to their bias or their politics. I'm sick of it. I would rather not. The more I can find. In fact, somebody introduced me to a VPN. I'd rather pay money to that and watch foreign channels. I know they're just as politicized as we are, but at least I don't really understand their politics to a certain extent. And then unless we've got to listen to the nonsense that comes from the United States, but it's sickening. There's like no escape. There's no sanctuary. There's no peace where you can actually just watch something that has no bias, is objective, and that you can enjoy. It's very sad. But anyway, back to the team.
Can I ask you a question? Do you think it's too much of a risk to play Caesar in the number 10 and play, let's say, Gallagher up front or anyone up front? Is it because of the fact that he is not Premier League proven per se, and he is I mean, do
Well,
you think we're going to see many minutes out of him?
I don't see the sense in not trying him. I can understand the concern. You know, it's a big step. It's a big step up to the Premier League. It really is. And
Yeah,
he probably is protecting him as much as he's
sure.
utilizing him, because if he doesn't perform, it can not only affect him, but then affect the way the fans see him at a time where we're kind of desperate for points. So, you know, he doesn't want him to be
Yeah.
any kind of blame. Is that right? Maybe. You know, is that a bit of a cop out? Maybe. I don't know. But that's not, I mean, that's not okay. I mean, I can understand. I mean, if Carney is still not quite fit, which is quite obvious, that's the case, then I can see what he's doing. But I'm not expecting anything out of this game. I mean, how can you expect a performance from a disjointed team selection in a disjointed injury hit team? I mean, I'm just holding my breath. I pray they can manage to pull something out of the bag, but
Hey, gentlemen, I want you to have a look when this game's played and look at their number 32, their central defender. He's a new kid, Braithwaite. He's young, but he's really big. He's strong.
well, there's no point. You know what? You think we can buy him? They're not
No,
going to
no,
sell him
no. I
to us.
mean, but I'm just saying, though, he's one of the better up and coming centre backs that everyone talks about this year. So he's made quite a big impact. And
So what? You want us to look at him and admire him, or what? I don't
no, no,
understand.
no. I just listen. As young players go for centre back, he fits the bill. He's pretty big. He's dominant aerially. You know, he's 195 centimeters tall. I'm not sure how tall that is in feet and inches, but I'd have to look at the conversion. But yeah, he's not exactly diminutive. So
What does that do for us?
no, I mean for our future. I mean he'd be someone I wouldn't mind getting. You know, because he's Premier League proven. That's just it, and he's young.
He's not for sale. So,
No, probably not. But I'm just saying, keep an eye on him. I'm looking forward to see how he plays tonight. That's all. I just thought I'd mention it.
Yeah, I also think that okay, first of all, this is one of the few times I've gotten my predicted lineup correctly. But where those players will play, nobody knows until the game starts.
Sure.
Yeah, but what I think is Palmer can still be on his right wing, and I'm thinking Noni can be able to operate from the left because he's a left-footed guy who plays on the right, so he should be able to use his left-footed leg to operate from the left, while we let Mykhailo Mudryk operate from the center. How do you see that?
What do you mean, sir?
Then Gallagher and Caicedo at the pivot, yeah.
Yeah, exactly. It's but I think, listen, I think that you're going to see Noni play on the right, and probably listen, it's going to be fluid anyway. But it looks like Palmer's going to be playing centrally. I doubt very much he's going to be playing out on the left. You know, I think it looks like Mudryk will be there, and it looks like Mudryk, you know, assuming he's not hurt, will probably play a full 90 minutes today, or at least close to it.
Yeah, that would be good for him to play 90 minutes. The more the minutes, the better. He hasn't really been bad. The more the minutes he gets, the better he becomes. So I subscribe to that. Yeah.
Yeah, no, I get it. It's I don't know what kind of game do you expect, gentlemen? What are your expectations realistically?
Physicality from Everton.
Yeah, set pieces,
Yeah.
Bobby.
yeah, exactly that. Typical Sean Dyche, physical set piece, looking for the fast break. And that's it. And you have to prepare for that. I don't think Pochettino has fielded a team to deal with that. I don't know what his plan is. You know, I really don't. I'm just going to watch out of interest because, you know, it's blatantly obvious what they're going to do.
I just hope that we can negate, stop giving away cheap free kicks outside of our box. I seem to be saying this each and every week, but a team like Everton is going to come back and bite us for sure. We can't afford to give away cheap kicks.
Not with Thiago Silva as one of your centre backs.
Yeah, well, even that, when you look at who we have, it's not a very big team. You've got people like Mudryk, Caicedo. Okay, Gallagher's a bit bigger, but Cucurella, Gusto. These are the good thing is at least you got Jackson and Palmer a decent height, I guess. But yeah,
No, they're not big enough. They're very so slender, growing young boys. Yeah, they're tall, but it's going to be interesting. The only get out of jail card is our under 17s. They kind of gave you a slap in the face, Roger, for your talk saying, "Oh, the youngsters aren't any good." Well, they've lifted a trophy.
But I'm talking about the senior youth team. I'm talking about that. They've spent most of the season fifth or worse this entire season. They haven't exactly been lighting the league on fire. I'm talking about players.
I don't think it's because the talent isn't there. I think it's because they're not being played regularly as they used to be in the past. A lot of them have been shifted in and out of the team.
Right, but I'm talking about that transition, crossing the road, in Cobham to the first team. It's the conveyor belt that we're so used to having the last 5+ years. It's just not there. I've watched a lot of the youth team this year. I'm talking about the senior, the Premier League 2, the under 21s or under 23s, whichever age group it is, and they've been average at best, in my opinion. It's it's just under 17s, yeah, but how many players from the under 17s are going to make that transition into the first team? It's just not going to happen, Bobby. I mean, it's possible. I mean, you had Rooney that was 16 playing in the Premier League, but the younger they are, the smaller the opportunity, in my opinion. Does that make sense? I'm talking about
well, not many are able to make it on a permanent basis anyway. So
yeah, but do you see what I'm saying? We're not listen. In years gone by, in the last 5-10 years, we won 5 consecutive, youth FA Cups. I can't remember how many multiple youth Premier Leagues we won. The senior youth. We're not that team right now.
A couple of Champions Leagues.
Yeah, exactly. Actually, I don't know about now, but the last time I checked, we were the team that has been to the most finals, and we had won equal the most amount along with Barcelona. So yeah, this is
I'm not going on a downer about the youth team at all. The youth team is fluid. There will be peaks and troughs. Even the last set that was supposed to be this brilliant, fantastic team, not all of them made it. The youth team is what it is, and I still think there are lots of exceptional individual talent, but it's whether that talent can translate itself to the senior team. Well, time will tell. They have time. And
but I just don't see any Reece James there right now. That's all I'm saying. No one stands out and wows me, if you know what I mean. And you know what? You're right though. That doesn't mean to say that one or two can't make that transition.
Absolutely.
You know where I'm coming from. I don't wish to be negative on them. I'm just saying they're not exactly lighting the league on fire. I know we're fourth now. I don't know. It's going to be an interesting game. I think they're walking out in the tunnel now. So
the only chance we have in this game is to be mobile. Everton can't handle our mobility, but if we want to go toe to toe with them, they'll bully us. So we've got to be very elusive.
Do you think Enzo not playing this game? I personally feel it's a huge loss because
I don't think it matters.
Really,
he's not. He's not fit. Last game he wasn't properly fit. Too much.
Yeah, I get that. I'm talking about
someone who can.
Each time that he hasn't played for Chelsea, we're a different team on the ball. We really are. That's my opinion. I mean, he's when he's subbed off, you can tell we're different. Today, to me, the key is moving the ball fast, penetrating passes, stuff like that.
Which is why I didn't want to see Thiago Silva, because he slows the game down. He brings it down to his pace. We don't need that.
I don't see it as much as that, but I get where you're coming from. I have seen it on occasion, but It's the midfielders, people like Caicedo, people like Enzo are the ones that need to be penetrating the lines, with their passing. And I think Enzo's a big miss, in my opinion. I don't know. What do you think, Jude?
Yes, of course. He is, but if he's there and he's not really fit, he won't be productive.
Oh no, of
So
course.
yeah,
Yeah,
And
they
who
got
would he
Tom
be
there.
there
missing.
for?
Because if you check the data, we have done much better with him on the pitch than when he's not there.
Hmm.
Yeah.
But who would he be there for, in view of the opposition?
No, passing through the lines to a
No, but who
Madueke
for?
or a
Who out
Mudryk.
of the three? Who would you drop out of those three? We're small enough as it is. To go put an even smaller player? That's why I say it just doesn't matter. Because I can't see it. I don't see what
Although
his worth will
the
be
main
in this type of
casualty will
game.
have been Nani, though.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Noni wouldn't be playing for sure. Yeah. Well,
When
gentlemen,
it
I hope
started.
you don't mind, but the game's about to start, and I'll text Coach to close the show. It's been a pleasure as always,
Yeah.
Jude.
Thank you
And
very
Hopefully, we'll
much.
Bobby.
see you in the after game.
Yeah, we hope we hope we come back smiling.
For all
Thank you.
it's worth.
Yeah.
All right.
Thank you,
Thank you. Have a
gentlemen.
good day. Yeah, bye. Yeah.
Okay, guys.
Cheers, Bobby.